This is Jamie with Bar I. This video is part of our Why Bar I video series where we address some of the big questions around why you should consider using Bar I for your bar's inventory system. In this video, we're going to delve into the benefits and discuss why we think using independent expert involvement during the setup and at least during the initial months of implementation is really beneficial. So, as we talked about in the first video, most bars are not measuring what they're selling and comparing it to what they're pouring. There's normally a big difference and an opportunity to run a more profitable bar. So the question is, how do we go from a situation where we can't see the performance of individual products, we don't have down to the serving, we're not looking at individual variances, to a situation where we have clarity and accuracy and timeliness to our results? Basically, you need a good software tool. We have that. A lot of other competitors do. The difference with Bar I is we offer live expert training and setup, and also live support every week when you do counting. And so the difference is you need technology plus people who know how to use it. We can get your staff there, but in the short term, they're going to need more assistance. So these are the three main benefits of of expert involvement is firstly, better execution. So the overall accuracy, confidence, timeliness of results are going to be better when you've got someone working you through the system who's done this many, many times before. The next benefit is a better experience for you and your staff. So if you try and figure out a complicated system, it's going to probably be a poor experience as you figure out things by doing them, making mistakes, redoing things. With Bar I, we do a series of live Zoom meetings to train your staff so that they are doing the right things in the right order, and we check each step before we move on to the next one so that we're not wasting time. And overall, it's still bar inventory, so it might not be the most exciting, but your staff will overall have a much better experience when they're doing it working live with someone that knows what they're doing. And the other one is effectiveness. So we need to get accurate results, but we need to then use them to manage the staff and perform better. And one of the ways we do that is we provide a video report which coaches you, reviews the results each week, and suggests what we need to do in order to see better improvement. But when you've got someone to help you produce the results, you use up less energy. And so where you get results quickly and you can use your time and energy in using the results to improve performance, not spinning your wheels and trying to get accurate numbers. Wanted to quickly to give you a better idea of how this works in practice, to talk about the different tasks that our expert account managers do, and then talk about when you get to the point where you perhaps don't need as much support down the road. So in terms of the setup, we work with your managers to set up the counting map so that it's very fast to do counts. We help them to add new items and double check that any new items are checked and that all the settings are correct, so we'll calculate correctly. Most of the items you'll look up from our database of 35,000 items, but the number of local products, we might have to add those. We will put in prices according to your purchase price for all of your items, so you're not doing boring data entry, and update those as you purchase those items through your invoices. We will help you set up your integration of your point of sale. So we determine the glassware, portioning, signature drink recipes. Sometimes we have to make updates to the point of sale, and we recommend what needs to be done there. And then we code all of those recipes into the system. On a weekly basis, we enter your invoices for you. We write new recipes for any newly created buttons. We resolve issues with the master list, like when you get confused between the Blanco and the Reposado, or when there's two different versions of the same item that have been created. If you get confused between the IPA and the amber when you're counting products, we had that this week that we were able to get to the bottom of. We account for communication exceptions, so when the owner takes something home, or we have to lend something out, or we sub one thing for the other. We choose which items need to be double checked and present those to you in your variance report. So you just need to do the checks, but you don't have to think which items to check, because we've helped you do that. When you respond, we reconcile those suggestions. So we make updates, we interpret those to make sure that they are numbers are being adjusted in a sensible and appropriate way that reflects reality. And we provide detailed coaching and feedback via a live video every time you complete your audit. And then there is obviously a cost to the live support, but in the long term, you can decide whether you want to continue using our account manager services and enjoy the benefits that support provides that we listed at the start of this video, or you can consider going self-service, where you save obviously on the service fees, just pay the software license fee. And also you can mix and match the two. So for instance, if you're doing self-service and you're going on vacation for a couple of weeks, maybe your stand-in counter needs a little bit of extra help. We can do that. If you have a transition of managers, then maybe as that new manager comes in, they're going to need more help. Maybe you might go back to using managed services. And then maybe once that manager finds their feet, you can then go back to self-service. But the idea is you will not have such a good level of execution and such a good experience if you don't get live expert help. And we should solve the problem first and then think about how much help you need in the long term and optimize that. But don't start by trying to do it all your own and do a complicated task, because you will have a poor result, a poor experience, and you'll be costing yourself money in the meantime. Hope that makes sense. As always, thank you for watching, and let us know if there's any other discussion topics you'd like to see. Thank you.